What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, and hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rema Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up! And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all got some news per IGN and Crystal Dynamics. Yes, Crystal Dynamics, the team that's been making Tomb Raiders and most recently the latest game, Marvel's Avengers, which has been, to say the least, a huge disappointment. Alright, we got some news concerning them and a new game that they're developing. Now, for fans of Tomb Raider, Crystal Dynamics has come out and officially said that they are working on a new Tomb Raider game featuring the Unreal Engine 5. Now, let's speak on it. Now, we got an article here. We're going to read, we're going to react to this, how we do. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. New Tomb Raider game developed on Unreal Engine 5 announced. Crystal Dynamics using Unreal Engine 5 for Laura's new adventure. Lara Croft being the Tomb Raider. That's her real name for those that don't know. Crystal Dynamics has announced a new Tomb Raider game and revealed that it will be built using Unreal Engine 5. Announcing the game during the State of Unreal 2022, Crystal Dynamics' Tomb Raider franchise general manager Dallas Dickinson promised a high-quality cinematic action-adventure experience, but showed no gameplay or images. That's cause for concern. And didn't reveal a release window or title. Okay, not so much of a concern. Okay. Dickinson said the team is looking forward to push the envelope of fidelity and is looking to create an experience fans deserve from Crystal Dynamics and Tomb Raider as a series. Now, that's a lot to take in right there. He said a mouthful right there. I think that was a jab to Crystal Dynamics failing when it comes to Marvel's Avengers. Now, for those that have not played Marvel's Avengers, I do not recommend you do so. In my opinion, one of the biggest letdowns in video game history. This is the only gaming company I know that can take a Marvel's title, a Marvel's IP, and lose money behind it. It's something that's nearly impossible to do. They found a way to do it. Don't ask me how, don't ask me why. I'm still trying to figure it out to this day. But let's continue. Crystal Dynamics becomes the latest major developer to move its next project to Unreal Engine 5. Other developers include the Coalition and CD Projekt Red, which has also already announced that the next Witcher game will be developed using Unreal Engine 5. So Unreal Engine 5 is gaining a lot of traction from a lot of big-time developers. Y'all be on the lookout for it. This will be the first new mainline Tomb Raider game since Shadow of the Tomb Raider, which was released in 2018. Crystal Dynamics is best known in recent years for rebooting the Tomb Raider series, showing us a fresh look at Lara Croft's origin in a grittier setting. In recent years, it has developed Marvel's Avengers and has been assisting Microsoft's Initiative Studio on a reboot of Perfect Dark. During the 25th anniversary of the Tomb Raider franchise last year, Crystal Dynamics game director Will Kerslake spoke about unifying the storylines between the reboot trilogy and the original games, where Lara Croft is a more seasoned explorer. However, Kerslake also said Crystal Dynamics wasn't ready to announce a new game at that time. For more, check out the full Unreal Engine 5 announcement, which includes 2 sample projects developers can download and play to help build their next game. And that is the end of the article. Now, there's a couple ways to look at this, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. If you disagree, feel free to let me know in the comment section. As long as you remain respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. You understand what I'm saying? But this tells me a few things. One, anybody that's a fan of Tomb Raider, which I am, I grew up playing Tomb Raider games. I grew up playing a lot of games. Tomb Raider was one of my favorite games growing up. And not to mention, in the earlier Tomb Raider movies, when you had Angelina Jolie in her prime playing Lara Croft, oh dear God in heaven, you talk about a motherfucker that gave me, no homo, but a motherfucker that gave me a plenty of wet dreams as a teenager growing up. I bullshit you not. Angelina Jolie was bad than the motherfucker. She's a tiny little bitch, but she was bad than the motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? But I digress. For the people that are fans of Tomb Raider, this is obviously good news. You understand what I'm saying? It's obviously good news. And the same thing goes with any other video game. As long as you make it good, as long as it's complete, and as long as it ain't riddled with microtransactions, you understand what I'm saying? As long as it's playable and it's fun, there's really no problem with this. You understand what I'm saying? For the people that are looking forward to this, there's a reason to be excited. And anytime there's a new game coming out, you understand what I'm saying? There's a reason to be excited. There is. Though recently video game developers have made it very hard to look forward to new games coming out for Obvious reasons, game not being completed, literal microtransactions, and a bullshit reason here. But you also look at this and see one other thing. If Crystal Dynamics, the team that is quote unquote still working on Marvel's Avengers, has just announced that they're working on their next game, how much longer are we going to see them support Marvel's Avengers? Because I'm telling you now, seeing this, and I could be wrong, but seeing this, and it's not impossible to work on more than one game, but seeing this and seeing how Marvel's Avengers, the video game, hasn't really done that well as far as making money, I honestly look at this and see the end is near for Marvel's Avengers. You understand what I'm saying? It won't be long before we get a tweet or we get a stream saying, hey, we cutting the support on Marvel's Avengers. We're sorry. Thanks for the loyalty. Any of the politically correct shit you got to say to the fans. And we're going to see the end of Marvel's Avengers sooner than later. I'm banking on it. Again, that's just my opinion. Feel free to let me know if you disagree, but that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about this. As long as y'all remain respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. That's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you, and I'll see y'all later.